Well, it says I'm live, but I don't see my ugly face. What the hell? Please start. Hell, I don't know what it wants me to do. Hold on, folks. Technical difficulties already. I don't see my camera. What say, Scott? Y'all can't see me, can you? Somebody say nope, yep, because I don't see myself for whatever reason. Nope, yep. What the hell, man? I don't get this. I'll bet you if I went on with my regular phone, I would be okay. But that's okay, man. I can do this just by voice, like it was a podcast, I guess. I'm not good at trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I'm not really sure why the camera itself is not working. If I use my phone, it would be. And I can go get my phone and, hook it up and do all that stuff. But, the only thing that you're missing is my fat face. Really, that's it. So if you want to, we'll just do this like a podcast as long as you guys can hear me. So can y'all, it says to start it. I've done started this damn thing. So, but can you hear me? Let's do it that way. Can you hear me? All right, so y'all can hear me. So Scott, Donnie, I mean, really, this is I can't do all the stuff like Jeff and John and all those guys, multiple cameras and whatnot. I can't do that anyway, and it's telling me to please start, and it's backwards too. Please start. I don't know, internal modem. I don't know. Anyway, who cares, right? Ain't gonna bother me if it don't bother you guys. So we'll just go with what we got. I'll mess with it while I'm talking, but the only thing I see is in stream. So I know it started because you guys are chatting. Very, very, very weird, boys. Very, very weird. And I'm afraid to hit a damn button. I'll knock this whole damn thing out. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So the whole reason that I was doing this, I've had several new subscribers, and they've been asking me, well, how do you do it with the low bankroll? How do you do it this? I'm a newbie. What do you do? What do you do? And, of course, my answer is always, well, just go watch my videos, and any bankroll can be adjusted down. $1,000 seems to be the one. Everybody's like $1,000 or whatnot. And, I guess, when you're new, you don't know how to scale necessarily. But I had one just recently, and here's what I told him. I said, look, everything can be scaled down. Go back and look at my videos from the jump. It teaches you from A to Z, and scale it back and all that. Well, they don't know how, I guess, and that's fine. So that's why I'm doing a Q&A. If anybody that's new wants to ask something of me, I'll tell you. Now, what we're going to do, because it looks like there's 15 of you on, all you're going to do is hear me. That's it. My camera ain't working, whatever. So we're going to treat it like a radio freaking podcast. Okay. Hey, Duracell, how are you, buddy? So we have to treat it like it's just, you're sitting on your couch, you're listening to 103 FM and whatever. Um, but again, the only thing you're missing is my fat face. So that ain't no big deal either. Um, anyway, I thought I would do this because I'm not really sure why, but I went from 900 and some odd subscribers up to 2009, 2010, really, really fast. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited that I'm getting new players, rookie players, if you will. They call themselves newbies. That's fine. And I told the last one, look, it's all about money management, bankroll, discipline. If you don't have the discipline, it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what anybody, I don't care, me, John, Duracell, it doesn't matter, right? If you don't have the discipline to do what you need to do, then it's a moot point, okay? I mean, we could talk about strategies all day long. So if you're new, please hear me. We could talk about strategies all day long. But if you don't have the discipline to do what you need to do, it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, so, but if you're new, please ask me questions. Anybody on here, I did one of these maybe a year and a half ago, but you could see me a year and a half ago. Ask me whatever you want. Now, because there's 15 people on here, and because you guys probably will talk to yourself, it'll get to where it's just a blur to me because it'll scroll very quickly. And so if you have a question for me, then, put a KKG in front of it and I'll answer it, the best that I can. But nonetheless, so I've got, now 17 folks. Again, for all of you guys joining, don't know why my camera's not working, so you're going to have to treat it like a podcast, I just had a couple bail out, probably because they can't see me, and I'm very, very sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. So anyway, what do you say, AZ? All right. So you're asking me for paycheck play. What is the proper percentage of your bankroll to bet? Good freaking question. Thank you very, very much. It's not. It's not a percentage at all. It's all based on what you're trying to accomplish. So when I did my paycheck series, if you guys remember, I did $2,700. But you got to figure out, how do you come up with $2,700? How do you come up with $3,000? How do you come up with any figure, right? So the figure is this, and this is what I'm talking about. Take your bills. All right, there's a video that I did on this. Take your bills, your rent, your car, your electric, your whatever, okay? And I think I'm going to go over here real quick and get my calculator. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. You take your bills, all right? If you're doing it for a living, or you're really, really, really serious about it, then hopefully your bills are as low as you can get them. All right. But take your rent, your electric, your food, your insurance, every amount of your bill. Okay. You take that. Then add a little bit of fun money. Now, you guys saw me with 3 envelopes, and I have fun. I have this envelope or that envelope. But go ahead and still pad a little bit of fun, and a little bit of excess in your bills. So if you come up with $2,700 like I did, it already has a little pad, even though my envelopes have a pad. Boom. Anyway, you're going to come up with a number. All right, everybody with me? You're going to come up with a number. Now, what you have to do, let's just say arbitrarily, we're going to use a $3,000 nut. That's what you have to make every single month to pay everything you just wrote down on a piece of paper. Your budget. We're going to use $3,000. All right, now you're only going to play 5 days a week. If you play 6 or 7, you're playing it on excess income. You're playing it on some other bankroll. You're not playing it with this particular amount of money. All right. So 3,000. Well, that's 20 days. 5 days a week, 4 weeks. That's 20. So we're going to divide that 3,000 by 20. All right. What we get is $150. Okay. Our daily need is $150. Now, it doesn't matter if you start out with 100,000 or 50,000 or whatever that percentage is, it is. But understand me, you're not going now on paycheck. You're not going for a percentage. You're going for a dollar amount. So with me, when I did my paycheck series, I went for 300. That was goal, knowing I had to do 150. Anything over 150, I got to put in other envelopes. That's how you calculate it. All right. So hopefully that answers that, AZ. It's not a percentage on paycheck. I mean, if I can do it, if I have a 5,000, like I showed you with that one I did of John's, he's going for 10% to get $100. But if I start with $5,000, I need 2%. So percent doesn't mean anything on a paycheck play. So hopefully you guys get that. Dr. Esco, strategy, bankroll, win, goal, and discipline. Well, that's what it is. Okay. Hutch, I think, Hutch, are you the one that asked me to do stuff for newbies? I can't remember. I think it was you that when I got $1,000 bankroll, how do you do it? I think. But anyway, you're saying I want to grow your $1,000 bankroll. I get that strategies can be scaled, but what would you play with the full 1,000, or would you break it down into session bankrolls? You got to break it down into sessions. I do. All right. If $1,000 is all you have in the world, then that becomes your master bankroll. Your master bankroll. You're not going to take your master bankroll to any table. You can't. You can't afford that. Okay? So, in your situation, and of course it depends on table minimums, what game you're playing. All right? And I'm going to highly, highly recommend that you don't just stick to one game. I don't care if it's just blackjack, just craps, don't do it. You're going to have to diversify yourself. But anyway, so you're going to take that bankroll, your master bankroll, and you're going to have to go, well, okay, I'm going to take, 200 of it today. That's all I'm going to take. It's 20% of your bankroll. And I'm going to buy in for 200, and then I'm going to do whatever I can do. Well, the problem with $1,000 bankroll, and I'm not dogging anybody, and that's all they have. I mean, it is what it is. But the table minimums at casinos are just going nuts. Now, John says he lives in a place that have $5 minimum. Perfect. If you got one of those, you're fine. But you're going to break it down into sessions. Okay? But with $1,000, you got to figure out what you're going to risk for the day. Okay? And to me, you're not going to risk, you're not going to go 333. 300 or 333, 333, 333. You're not risking your whole fucking bankroll in one day. You can't. So unfortunately, you're handicapped a little bit by the bankroll. It's all about bankroll. If you're going to do a paycheck, or you're wanting to do this, maybe not necessarily for a living, but you want it as steady income, you have to have the bankroll first. Get that. You got to have the bankroll first. Now, I know a lot of you want to build your bankroll while you're gambling. You build your bankroll while you're gambling. Buddy, that's hard. So to build your bankroll, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put money in it from your job. You're going to put, I know this ain't what you want to hear, dude, but you work extra hours. You do extra things. You know, whatever you got to do, put money in it from another source. I don't care. You want to get that bankroll as high as you can get it. You just do. If you're going to do it like you're wanting to do it. My answers probably are unpopular, but I can't help it. That's the way it is. All right. Now, can you do what, say, John's trying to do? Build a bankroll and have a paycheck at the same time? You can. It's just you have to think of one or the other. Are you trying to make the 150 today, or are you trying to build your bankroll? Doing it simultaneously is very difficult. Now, John has his reasons for doing it, and that's cool. But I think it's one or the other. And you get your bankroll to a good, substantial amount before you even try to do something like this. So I hope that helped a little bit. So, all right, Donnie, what would be the number one game and method? All right, to win $300. Forget winning $300 because you're asking two different things. What would be the number one game and method to win $300? I can do it on multiple games. The game almost doesn't matter. Now, I know there's going to be some people scratching your head, but I'm telling you, in my last time when I did my paycheck, I think I was 40-1 or 41-1. I did 4. I did blackjack, baccarat, roulette, and craps. You're going to have to know multiple games, not just one. And it's not just one method, especially in craps. I don't know if you guys seen me and John lately. We get our ass kicked. You got to be able to switch, and that gets into advanced craps. But to me, poker. I don't talk about it a lot. Poker, sports betting. Then you get into craps, baccarat. Of course, for you bougie people, baccarat. You know, you got to have multiple games. If you're doing bad on one, you can go to another one. Now it becomes money management, like Duracell said just a little while ago. Money management, bankroll, discipline. That's gambling, y'all. I mean, I know you guys got questions about, well, what game? How much do I bet? Blah, blah, blah. First thing you better have is discipline. Because if you don't have discipline, you're dead right now. Don't even go. I'm telling you. But if you're not talking poker and you're not talking sports, craps, baccarat are pretty much tied to me. Blackjack. God, if I have to rank them, it's going to be baccarat, craps, blackjack, roulette. But I can intermingle any one of those 4. Any one of them. So hopefully that answered that. Now, you also said you play online. Buddy, I wouldn't. When you go online, even Bovada, now I'll use Bovada to do sports, but I'm not doing nothing else because they can't control the sports. But if you read through all their shit, all their fine print, you're going to find out that they will tell you if they notice your betting style is different than how you started it, they can change things. I saw that, I go, random then, huh? Bullshit. Now, maybe it is, but I don't trust any online when it comes to casino shit. I don't trust that computer. I don't trust them. because in black and white, it says, hey, if we notice your betting style changes, we have the right to change things on you. Well, what does that tell you? That means they can fuck you if they want to. Ain't nothing you can do about it because the United States really hadn't regulated it yet. Be careful online, I guess, is what I'm saying. Let's see here. Queen Chief, what's up, man? Let me look. Hey, Dr. Esco's cocktails, man. Cocktails. Gin! Oh my God! Every time I saw you and John playing the other day, by the way, and at his house, I'm wanting to go in October. I want to do the same thing that you did, but I want to spend about 3 days with him. Maybe have one day, on his video, and then, he don't shoot on the weekends, so we can go screw around. But hopefully, if I do that, you might be able to come down too. I don't know. I can't say what I want to say because you're female, but I want to meet you. How's that? That's how I'm going to do that. You said you don't recommend people do gambling for a living, right? Yes, I do not. I do not recommend that. The end. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, I did it for 2 years. Yeah, it worked out. Yep. I learned it, blah, blah, blah. But if you go back and watch one of John's podcasts that I was on, man, this lifestyle of high-rolling gamblers and all, horse shit. Now, if you're Phil Ivey and Daniel Negreanu and you're in poker, remember I said poker, that's one of your games you better have, and you're making a lot of money because you're good at poker, that's one thing. You can't even count that, right? So gambling for a living is so mental. And I'm telling you, and it's not that I'm, patting myself on the back. I'm just telling you, it is so mental, it'll destroy most people. They're not strong enough. And that's no knock on yourself, man. It's not. But there's no way. I mean, could I gamble for a living again? Yes, with the proper bankroll. That, by the way, I don't have anymore after the IRS. I don't have anymore. I couldn't. But if I had the proper bankroll, could I? Yes. Would I want to? Hell no. There's the truth, Jen. Right there. It's way too stressful. I was eating Valium like they were candy when I was doing it. I'm telling you, it's not a good life, man. Not when you're grinding it. Because you're not staying at the luxury hotels. You're not staying in the condos, man. You're downtown. I was downtown in the damn slums, man. Gunshots going off every night. Ooh, how was that? That was just, oh, yeah, I want to be like that. No, sir. So, anyway. Well, Jen, you're going to seem to take the fun out of it if you do it for a living. It ain't fun. There's the deal. Gambling for a living. Now, we got to define that. Gambling for a living is 100% of your income. 100%. Whether you're buying a piece of gum, you're putting money on the table to gamble, you're paying your 100% is coming from gaming. Talking about stress, man. When you don't have insurance, you don't have a guaranteed check, and when things are going bad, oh my God, it's too stressful, man. And gambling you don't do it because it's fun. Anybody that says they gamble for a living because it's fun, they're not gambling for a living. They're gambling just because they got extra income. They're not gambling for a living. Anybody gambling for a living ain't fun, and I defy anybody out there in YouTube land that gambles for a living to tell me it's fucking fun. Go ahead, and I'll debate you all day long. Jeff, Mid-Atlantic. Well, Jeff, it is discipline. I mean, If you look at John Packer, he's got the, big four, little three, whatnot. But I take all those 7 things and you're going to cram it down into bankroll, money management, discipline. I'll take those 7 and squeeze it down into 3. But the biggest thing is discipline. Now, I'm going to say something John Patrick told me. I think he's told a couple people this, and I did it. He told me when I was living close to a casino, he told me to go in and win 1 unit. Walk in the place, put your money down, win 1 unit. That's it. Then you got to cash in and walk out. Not walk away from the table. Walk out of the casino. 1 unit. Well, back then it was $5. Nobody can do that. That discipline. So I did it for 30 days. Because he told me if I couldn't do that, then I don't have the discipline. Now, I mean, I was going, boy, this is a crazy old man. John Patrick was old when I was talking with him. I talked to John a lot on the phone. And I'm thinking, boy, you're a crazy old crotch, boy. But I did it because he knew more than me. Boy, oh, is that tough. Think about it, y'all. Go into a casino if you live close, win 1 unit. Now, I don't care if your unit's $25, $100. I don't care what your 1 unit is. Win 1 unit and walk out and do that for 30 days in a row. If you can't do that, you ain't got the discipline. You may call me crazy, but I'm just telling you what I know. All right? So discipline is almost everything. Let's see here. Looking. Yeah, Jen, I hope so, man. I'm trying to do it in October if I can. And I know there's some of you guys talking to each other. And this doesn't have to be a long, deal. I got 24 of you. Because if you don't ask me nothing, then, what am I going to say? That you haven't heard before. But what do you say? Is it Fire Ant? How are you, buddy? So my advice to anybody that's new, don't even think about doing this. Don't even get it out of your head doing this for a living. Just let that pass right through the ears, man. You just don't. You're going to get killed, and then you're going to want to jump off a damn building somewhere. I'm just not kidding you. Grinding, gambling for a living, grinding it out day by day is shit. There's the truth. It's shit. It's a shit life. You're by yourself. You don't have any friends. You're eating, breathing, shitting this stuff. Oh, man. No, man. No. So anyway, don't do it. Best way to gamble is you build up a bankroll that you want to gamble with. If you lose it, you lose it. Life is good. That's the only way to do it if you're going to do it. Well, let's see here. What else is going on? Win 1 unit at each casino on the Vegas Strip from Planet Hollywood there. Well, that's same thing. Trying to win 1 unit every day. See if you have the discipline. If you don't have the discipline to do it, or you don't want to, fuck that. I don't want to do that. You're done. Don't even think about this life. Don't even do it. I'm telling you. Let's see. AZ, what you got? You're supplementing, but your plan is to get my bankroll to a certain amount, then start playing myself out of session profits while continuing to build the rest. Your thoughts on that strategy? Well, how are you going to build your bankroll? You said your plan is to get my bankroll to a certain amount. Stop. The end. How? I'm going to let you think on that because there's no camera here, so I got to go take a whiz. Give me about 30 seconds. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. How's that for honesty? All right, I'm back. I don't think y'all tell me. You guys have been watching me, or some of you have been watching me for a while. I don't think there's anybody on gambling YouTube. Now, I'm not talking about the whole world of YouTube. Gambling YouTube. There ain't nobody like me. What do y'all think? Yes, no? What do you think? I am just, I don't know. I think I'm more different than anybody out there. Anyway, so AZ, you were asking me, and I asked you back, how are you going to get your bankroll? I want to know that. While you're thinking about that, dial in. Hey, buddy, Skill and Luck. Have I seen El Toro's videos on 3-Point Blender? No, I have not. So I don't even know 3-Point. It's probably just a different name for something we all do anyway, right? Because here's something. Let me say this again. Craps has been around for a couple hundred years or more. There is nothing that you can think of that ain't been thought of already by these math guys. I'm sorry. You can put new lipstick on the pig all day long. I promise you, I don't care what it is. It's been thought of before. Okay? So, no, to answer your question, I have not. So then, therefore, I have no thoughts or no opinions on that because I don't know what that is. Sorry. Hutch says, I want to build to a point where I can comfortably win 50-ish a day for a bit of extra money. Okay, so that's way different. That's way different wanting to win $50. Well, you got 50 pounds. Is that pounds, euros? I don't know what that is. It ain't dollars. Whatever. We'll call it $50. But to win $50, man, you got to have a bankroll. You've got to be able to withstand losses. I mean, you just do. So with your $1,000, if you're going to take your whole damn bankroll to a table, then your strategy does necessarily have to be fairly sound. And it still can get destroyed. So, let's see here. By the BTYB, bet till you're broke. Well, bet till you're broke. You'll get there, Dan, if that's what you're going to do. I'm going to bet till I'm broke. Well, you'll eventually be broke. No worries. There's John. Hey, Ken's welcome at my house anytime. Yeah, but you said I got to go to a hotel, didn't you? I was thinking about coming in October at some point, maybe staying a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because that's what you told me would be the best. And, so it don't matter to me, man. I stay at a hotel anyway. But, God, can you imagine me being with you for 3 days and let me do one show with you? Oh, my God, there goes the neighborhood. But I'm still trying to plan. I think you said October would be the better of the month, I think. Dr. S., what color was the soap? What color was the soap? What the hell are you talking about? What color was the soap? You lost me, Dr. S. I got no clue what you're talking about. What soap? I'm sorry. I missed it. Let's see here. So, AZ, you're going to do an extra play, extra cash. John will tell you. He's on right now. Building a bankroll, just gambling. Fuck that. Fuck that. Don't even think about it. John does extra work on the computer, extra teach. Come on, tell him, John. You're not going to build your bankroll 100% on gambling. Tell them you're here. Tell them no, 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 no. Yeah, two ways. You can gamble, but you got to do other things. You can't build a bankroll just gambling, man. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't advise it. How's that? No, 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 no. But yeah, extra play. You know, you win a little bit, AZ, win it, sock it up, just like John's doing, you know, past couple weeks. But then go and fucking dig a ditch or whatever. You want your bankroll to be as high as you can get it, so your bets are higher, so you can get off the table sooner. I know John did a thing on this. I've done a thing on this. You know, if you're wanting X amount of dollars, let's say you're wanting $100 and you're betting $5, you got to win 20 fucking times. Well, bet 100 and you got to win once. That's just the way it is. So build a bankroll any way you can, but don't. I mean, you could try if you're an old guy, AZ. I don't know how old you are or anything like that. I mean, you can do it by gambling, but that's slow rolling to me. No Bud Light, John. No, 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 no. Negative, negative, negative. No, no, no. Miller Lite, yes. Not Bud Light. Now, I didn't drink Bud Light before this idiot Mulvaney dude, whatever, you know, and Budweiser fucked up with that idiot. But, no. Miller Lite, piss water. That's me. Let's see here. Donnie, you're one of a kind, Donnie. Well, thank you. I think I am. And this is not ego here. This is not patting myself on the back, but I've watched a lot of you guys out there. John, every once in a while, he'll get crazy. Every once in a while, he'll throw the F-bomb. I throw it all the time because I don't care. I mean, listen, I appreciate every subscriber I have. I think I'm getting close to 2010. I don't want anybody to go anywhere, so please don't misunderstand what I'm telling you. But if I offend you or whatever and everybody went away, I don't give a fuck. I don't. If you can't stand real, well, then you don't want to watch me anyway. Anyway, I think I am one of a kind. That's not an ego thing. I believe I am. I think I'm the most honest. I didn't say I was the smartest. I didn't say none of that. But I am, I think, the most honest, intelligent gambler on YouTube. And the big word is honest. Telling it like it is. You know, I'm not going to go so far like John Patrick and say he's the best gambler in the world. No, my ego ain't that damn big. I'm pretty damn good at it. But I'm always going to tell the truth. You know, hell, Jen was going, uh-oh. Ken and John are at it. Ken and John. See, you guys got to understand about me and John. This is very, very important. Yes, you see me dog him on his channel. Yep, he dogs me on mine. But it's like this. Any of you people that have a brother or a sister, I want you to think about this. This is me and John. Swear to God. John, when I say this, if I'm lying, I'm dying. You correct me. But your brother, Jen, if you have a brother, let's say he was a big fat guy like me. You, as the sister, can go, "Oh, damn it, you need to lose some weight, you fat fuck." But if anybody else on the planet said that, you'd kick their ass. Well, that's sort of how I think about John. He's like my brother. So brothers get into it, right? But let somebody else fuck with him and see what I do. Watch. That's our relationship. Now, John, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's at least how I feel on my side. Old Bay, it would be definitely be the odd couple. John being the Felix. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. John's going to be the Felix guy. I mean, I'm the slob. What was that dude's name? But that's me. So is it Marloff? Thanks for the show. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Let's see, Dr. S. I'm scrolling through this stuff. Hold on. Okay, there you go. John says he builds websites on. I know I've heard him say it. He builds websites on the side, and so his wins go into his account. His extra work goes in. That's how you build a bankroll logically. Let's just be real about it. Because if you're going to build a bankroll 100% on gambling, that means you're trying to do this all the time. And if that's the case, you ain't listened to what I said. You ain't listened to a word of it. Donnie, thank you. 24 watching. Give me a thought. Thank you very much. John says, why do you all think I want to retire as a dealer and as a host? That extra dough is how we're going to go to the casino without impacting. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Don't even think about doing this shit for a living. You'll get killed or blow your head off, one or the other. Let's see here. Dylan, you're supposed to use soap after while you visited the restroom. Oh, is that what that was? Oh, you hope I use soap? Well, to answer your question, negative. I did not. My mom taught me how to not touch my pee-pee when I pee. So, no, I didn't. How's that? Let's see. No, John, you said get me hooked up with some real beer. Here's a funny story, John. I'm used to this 3.2 beer down here, like east of the Mississippi. Everything's 3.2 alcohol content. So I go up to Seattle for the very first time in my life. All right. Now, I'm used to, if I want to get on a drinking binge, I can drink 12, 13, 15, pretty easy, right? 3.2 beer. Keep this in mind. So I go up to Seattle, and I drink Rainier beer. I know you know what that is. It's right up here. It's right there, Rainier beer. So after about 5 or 6, man, I'm fucking plastered. And I'm going, what the hell is going on? Well, I didn't know it was 6.0. It was twice, the alcohol content. But, nah, man, real beer. Yeah, I'm old, man. I'm setting my ways. Let's see here. Let's see. Real beer, you're funny. Jen says I make the wife laugh. Well, come on, man. Life is too short. If me and you, Jen, let's say we hated each other, well, why in the hell would we want to talk? Why not just say, you know what? I don't like you. You don't like me. We're both going to go fuck ourselves. Who cares? Go away. Go do something else. Life's too short to be this political correct bullshit. To me, that's another topic. You don't want to get me on that stuff. This would be like way different little podcast. But thank you, Jen, and thank your wife. I'm glad I make her laugh. Let's see what else here. I'm trying to read through this, but they're scrolling. Wow, we've lost a few people. They didn't like me. Oh well. Let's see here. You're gonna start tracking your bubble crap wins. Yeah, I thought the other day I had somebody tell me that, I don't know, man, I think Jen thinks you're pissed off at him or something. But that's really not the case. You wouldn't use the word honest for me? What do you call it? When I'm as straightforward as you can get. Is that not honest? I am transparent. Why would you say I'm not honest? I think I'm honest too. By me being transparent, I'm being honest with you. You'll have to clarify that, so I don't know what you're talking about. I know we're all honest, but you know what? All of us are not on YouTube, John, and you know it. Why do you think Jeff at Mid-Atlantic did what he did? We are not all honest on YouTube. Go ahead. You can admit it. We all know. Transparent I am. So that is a true statement, but I'm still honest while I'm being transparent. Let's see, Hutch. half 10 at night here. Oh, okay. So go ahead, man. Hey, I appreciate your questions. I appreciate your emails and all that good stuff. Um, there's no doubt, Jen, unfiltered. That's why, I got a Ken unfiltered. I haven't done one in a while, but definitely unfiltered. John has no feelings except morning rage. Nah, John's got feelings, man. John's a good guy. I have figured that out. We may disagree on some craps issues, but John's a real deal, boy. Hopefully, when I meet him, I can come back and say the same thing. But I believe John is the real deal, no doubt. I like it when things go bad. He breaks his stick and stuff. He's so funny when he gets ill. I just think he is. Oh, man. Let's see. Rainier's pee-pee water. Well, what do you think Miller Lite is? It's pretty much pee-pee water, too. If I drink something thicker, or something like that, I get too full. Jen goes, pee-pee water. We all pee, Jen. We all pee. Dan, let's see. God bless the drinkers and non-drinkers. And those who drive us to drink. Yeah, really. No doubt about it. John says, I'm honest 100%, but the transparency is like a whole different level. Yeah, well, I got to do that. I mean, life's too short. I'm reading still. No. Well, you said there was one guy, John, that was accusing you of faking, but you're live. How the hell do you fake when you're live? I mean, that just don't make sense to me. But no, you are emotionally attached, and you're very, very emotionally attached to something that you create. I think that's just normal. All of us. You create a strategy, you're going to baby it. Maybe you're going to give it 10, 15 more minutes or 20 more minutes or 2 hours and 15 minutes. Where mine, you go, man, it sucks. but no, no, we know you're not faking. That's for sure. I don't get to see John every morning because I work. And I'm not grouchy, Ken or Jen. I'm not grouchy. I'm just real. But you come at me, I'll swing at you. That's for damn sure. Let's see here. We're getting to the end of this stuff. No more questions for me. Have all the new people left? We went from 20 something to 14, so people are bailing out. That's fine. I don't have to keep this going. Let's see here. Marloff, if you want to win more, come with. John Patrick used to say, you want to win more, bring more. It's just logic. What game is your favorite in the casino for paycheck play, and the one you just like to play? I'm so different, Anthony. Than most. My whole logic is built around I don't like to lose. Now, if I went to the casino today and I'm going to make money, hell or high water, it's probably going to be blackjack or it's going to be poker, probably. To me, craps is pretty volatile. Just by itself, it might have the lowest house edge, but there's nothing easy about it. I like baccarat and craps. Baccarat, blackjack, poker. Those three are actually my favorite. But the baccarat's getting when you can't even get on the table. I mean, damn, LaBerge, it's like $25 dollar tables are full all the time. You got to do $100, $200, $300 minimum. Screw that. I'll let the Chinese have it. Um, let's see here. But yeah, win more, bring more. And AZ, there you go. Hope that answered that. Uh, oh, John has a craps question that I think newbies would like your opinion on. Okay. Real thoughts on combating. I've never been, here's the truth. I've never been too much of a right side better to start with. I always, when I started learning craps way back in the day, and of course, you've heard this before, but it's like that. I understand if you got $20 in the com, if the 7 comes or 11, you win it. I get it. It's like the pass line. But the old adage, if you got to hit it twice, it goes to the 6. Now I got to hit the 6. And for that reason, way back in the day, without me studying it, I just went dark. That's the truth. I never liked to come bet as a bet because on one hand, yeah, on the come out, you're fine. But after that, you're behind the 8 ball to me. So there's your honest truth there. So for new people, I'm not telling you that people don't make money in the come. John has a strategy, the hedgeless horseman. Now I know what he's doing with it. Don't pass in the horse. If they're quick 7 outs, you can make money. But by and large, to me, you got to risk winning, losing, then get it out to a point. You got to hit it twice. And John, I know you had some kind of segment on one of your shows. Well, you don't have to hit it twice, or here's this, or there was some kind of explanation. But to me, by and large, I'm not a big fan of it. How's that? If that's what you're looking for, I'm just not. I'm a dark guy. Don't pass odds. Lay bets, which I know you don't like a lot. I just do. I'm just dark pretty much all the way. Let's see here. So Jen goes, she appreciates the combat. What, in craps? I'm sorry. That was dark. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I got. No more questions for me. I don't have to keep this thing running. I appreciate everybody being with me. Anybody that was new on, I hope you learned a little bit. My email is kenknowsgambling@gmail.com. You can drop me a line anytime you want to. I answer everybody that emails me. If you want the truth, ask me. Now, if you want me to think like you, or you want me to, what's the word for it? If you want me to give you an answer that validates what you think, then don't ask me, because it might not be what you want to hear. Okay, but if you want the truth, ask me. I'll tell you. So there you go. I appreciate it, AZ. Did I say how much I made as a gambler? I made a living. I didn't give anybody a specific amount. And I haven't tallied all the, what my rent was. I knew it back in the day. I never told anybody how much I made. Let me do it this way. When I moved to Vegas, I had 4 days in the Aladdin Hotel paid for, and I had $1,500 in my pocket. That's it. Every nickel. One-way plane ticket. That's how confident I was at what I was fixing to do. $1,500, 4 days, and that's it. And after my 4th day, I went and got that little slum apartment. That weekly furnished whatever. I paid my bills. I know it's probably not the answer you want, but I paid my bills. When I left Vegas, I drove back in a used, dumpy old car, and I drove back home after 2 years. So I don't know to answer your question. Um, yeah, just enough money to scrape by. Well, I didn't just scrape by. I did okay. There wasn't nothing I couldn't do. You know, I had excess. Remember, I did my envelopes back then, just like I do here. And if I wanted to do something out of the normal, I used to buy, well, let's just call it, uh, I used to buy things for my body that weren't quite legal. And, you know, but it didn't come out of a bankroll. Anything screwy that I did, um, you know, well, we'll just call it what it is. I used to do coke too. So, you know, but it didn't come out of my bankroll. It was definitely out of fun money or whatnot. Anyway, there you go. I just told on myself. But I got by. I got by. That's it. You know, I made a living. I got by, paid my bills, had fun things to do. Um, but it very, very lonely. I didn't really know anybody. Didn't want to know anybody. It's just a bad life. That's all. Uh, that's it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this now. I appreciate everybody being on there with me, and that's it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know how to. Oh, there's the big red button. In stream. Sorry, the camera didn't work. Um, I don't know what the hell happened. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Till the next time. Be great.